Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video, and today we're gonna look at another weekly makeup diaries. I'm gonna show you a collection of 7 looks that I've created somewhat in a span of a week, but it's gonna be more than a week because I haven't had time to film these entries a couple times. So yeah, it's gonna be just like a collection of 7 looks. I haven't released a video like this in a while because there's been so many videos in December and I just had no time. So yeah, I wouldn't fit it anywhere. But today I'm gonna show you 7 looks, and maybe you can find some inspiration here. Also, if you're new here, hi, my name's Sasha. I love indie makeup, I love colorful makeup, I love eyeshadows. I mainly focus on eyeshadows, and yeah, I like to experiment and try different things every day, so hopefully you will enjoy that. And when it comes to today's products that I'm wearing, so I have my Wet n Wild Mega Last eyeshadow primer, I have my NYX glitter primer. On my eyes, I have the Winter Wonderland by Cosmic Beauty, and I decided to go for the tealy shades. So I've started with the shade Peaceful, then I lightened it up with the shade Crisp. I have Showers in the outer corner and also on the lower lash line together with the shade Crisp. Then on my eyes, I have the shade Reflection in the outer half, Frost in the inner half of the lid, and then Wonderland in the inner corner. I love all of these shades. Like, it's so beautiful, and it's like really soft. I kind of feel like a winter fairy. Then there's the Colourpop shadow stick. This is the white one. I think it's called like Boo or something. Hey Boo. Yeah, it's a matte white stick. It's like an eyeshadow stick, but I use it in my waterline. Then I have, for brows, I have the Rimmel Brow This Way in the shade Blonde. It's the shade number 3. Then I have Got To Be gel, like brow gel. Concealer, I have the Rimmel Content Free Concealer in the shade 10. Ivory. Is it Ivory? No, Fire, sorry. Then I have the Firework Mascara by Maybelline. This one is the black one. It's a nice mascara. It's not the best mascara that I own, but it's a good mascara. Blush, I have the Blush Butter from Cosmic Beauty. This one is from the Sinister collection. And this is how it looks like. I think this shade is called Dazed, but it's kind of like that rosy mauvey shade. I've used this one actually multiple times. Like, this is my favorite blush from that collection. I think I've used this like 5 times already. And I have to focus on the other blushes that I have from them as well. But this one is amazing. I do love it. It's a very like everyday blush. Highlighter, I have the Oracle Chrome Highlighter Book by Bella Beauty Bar. And I'm wearing the shade... which one am I? Oh, the High Priestess. It's kind of like a champagne-y, seafoamy, minty green. Like it's very beautiful. Beautiful shade that I love and adore. And then on my lips, I decided to wear the Ultimate lipstick by Maybelline because I have very little left and I just kind of wanted to use it up. This one is the shade 699 More Buff. I just felt like it fits, and it kind of fits really well with the blush. I just feel like this one is maybe a little bit more rosy, but I like it. What can I say? And yeah, that's the look for today. And now let's just get into the second look of this video. Hi guys, so here's another day of my makeup looks, and today I decided to do like a gray eyeshadows, and I decided to put a little bit of a color there as well. But because I'm gonna film today my swatching all of my grays, silvers, and like black shades in my collection, I decided to, you know, look the part. And I've used the shade the Divination palette by Blend Bunny in collaboration with Robert. Again, still I'm just trying to put it into like use a couple more times to put it in the January's haul. So I started with the shade Mirrors. I have MAC as the liner. I have Smoke to kind of blend it out in this portion. And yeah, I feel like it blended out really nicely. So I like that. And I also have the shade Money to just kind of have a little bit of a like different pop of color. So there's the Money shade, and I have the shade Hermit. I think it's Hermit. This like really deep, almost like gun type shade in the outer part and also on the lower lash line. So like it's in the outer third, and it's just like such a beautiful deep but sparkly blackened grayish silver. And then I've decided to touch my singles. These ones are from Makeup Beauty Shop. They were supposed to be in the December's haul because I did haul it in December, but I've forgotten them at my dorm, and I didn't realize that until after the video was filmed and uploaded that I actually haven't put these here. So I've used them today again, and I'm gonna put them in the January, so like it's not that much of an issue. Mainly I use this shade in the like central part of the lid. This one is called, let me see, Vainglory. Then I have this beautiful green called the Lime Me. And then in the inner corner, I have this beautiful flaky blue gold, which is called Inertia. So yeah, I love Mika. Also today when I got home, there was a package waiting for me with 4 new Mika shades that I've ordered a while ago. But I guess that before I pressed the like order button, one of those shades sold out, so I had to wait for it to come in pre-order because it didn't notify me about that. And then when I paid and got the like confirmation email, it was that it's in pre-order. And I know that when I was putting them in the basket, nothing was supposed to be in pre-order because I didn't want it to wait. So that was kind of annoying, but like I don't need them like pronto, especially since it was like older shades. But for the first time, I've tried the Mika, how are they called? Multichrome pigments, and I have the shade Nirvana. It's a beautiful, like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show you, but it's like it's a beautiful blue, purple, pink, like fairy dust shade. It looks stunning, and I can't wait to wear it. And I also have the hollow shade, which is the star. I also have the stargazing shade, which is the hollow version. Also the Orion, which is also the hollow multiverse collection, and then Medusa. And I can't wait to play with them as well. But these are gonna be in my. Sorry, I filmed the November haul. December will be in January, and this is gonna be in the January's haul. I get confused sometimes. Then what else am I wearing? I have the same primers as yesterday, so the Gosh primer and the NYX glitter primer. I have the same mascara, which is the Firework by Maybelline. I have this yellow liner from Oden's Eye in the shade 03. This one is on my project plan for 2025, and there's only this little, so if I'll use it like 2 times, 3 times, it's gonna be gone, and that makes me very happy because it is pretty dry at this point. I can't find the brow pencil, but it's the same one that I always use, the same brow gel from Got To Be, and then the Super Stay from Maybelline, the concealer. So that's what I'm wearing. Here is a little bit of a close-up. I mean, I just love this look. I'm pretty new to wearing grays and silvers, but I love them, especially with like yellows, greens, or these lime colors. Also with pinks, they look really pretty. Oh, and I also have the Oden's Eye Shine lip product from the Angelica collection, and this one is the shade Quicksand, and I'm almost out of that one, so yeah. I don't know if it fits, but I need something on my lips. Hi, so here is another daily look. I haven't filmed these daily looks in like 5 days because life has been complicated and I didn't have time. But what am I wearing today? So brows are the same. It's the Brow This Way from Rimmel, and they got to be gel for brows and baby hair. I have the Gosh eyeshadow primer, and this one is in the shade Nude. It's the shade 01. It's not a bad primer, but it's a bit drier, and you do have to like really quickly pat it into the skin, otherwise you're gonna have kind of weird texture. I have the NYX glitter primer. And then for the two palettes that I'm combining, both of them are in my January shop my stash, so I will link that down below as well. And it's these two. So I've mainly used the Divination palette by Blend Bunny in collaboration with Robert Welsh because I want to film a monthly haul soon. And I've used the shade Horoscope in the outer part of the crease. Then I used the Night Terror palette by Unearthly, and I have the shade Eerie to like blend it out, and then also the shade Nightmare kind of towards the inner part and on the lid as well. And then I have a bit of the shade, wait, what have I used? It's been multiple hours now, so I'm not completely sure. Oh yeah, I have the Affirmation, this really pastel-y pink to kind of blend it out into the eyebrows. Then on my eyes, I have the shade Oracle, this one, on the outer part. Then I have the shade Night Terror from the Night Terror palette and the shade Moonlight in the inner corner. I was kind of surprised that the shade Night Terror creased on me after like 6 hours, so I had to pat it back into place because I had a huge line in the middle of my lid, and I haven't really used too much of primer or anything, and I haven't really layered it too much, so I don't really know why it looked that way. I was kind of confused. Like, I know that these two multi-chromes here are kind of more jellier, or they're definitely a lot squishier than other Unearthly shimmers, but I don't remember if I had a problem with that palette when I was first trying it. I think it creased after like many hours, if I remember that correctly. Like, I know I had a bit of creasing like late at night, but I don't remember it creasing this early, so maybe it was just like, maybe it's because of the base primer, the Gosh primer, maybe that's the reason, I don't know. But I've been using that primer for like a week, and other brands haven't really been a problem, so I'm not sure. Maybe I just have like oilier eyelids today, who knows. So yeah, this was just kind of to let you know what I'm wearing. Here is kind of more like a close-up. I do love this look. It's just, I don't know. I just love these shades. It's kind of very like pinky periwinkle with that like turquoisey green. I love these shades. Sorry. I know I'm kind of basic with this, but that's just what I like. Then to finish up the eye look, I have the Firework mascara by Maybelline. Then this Udens Eye Salmon gel liner in the shade 07. It's kind of like a really light blue, kind of like baby blue. And I have the Superstay concealer by Maybelline. And then for my blush and highlight, I've used my Colourpop to just kind of, oh, also the light shade in the inner corner, I also have it under the brows. Sometimes I feel like doing that. Usually I don't, but sometimes, why not? I have the blush in the shade Chiffon from Colourpop. It's the Super Shock blush. As you can see, I'm just really hoping to get a pan at some point. And then after quite a while, I've used the highlighter, also from Colourpop, from the Super Chic collection. And this one is in the shade Hippo. It's a beautiful, kind of like purpley pinky highlighter that I do really enjoy. And that's everything that I'm wearing. So let's get into another look. Alright, so here's the first look with the Spellcraft palette by Little Cosmetics. I don't know how about you, but I love this look, and I will fight everybody who says it's not great. I'm not actually gonna fight anyone, but I love this one. I am so happy about this one. I know there's like, I know a lot of people don't like when I wear these dark tones because like it doesn't really fit in with my face and everything. But I feel so me whenever I do this. Like it's just, ah. So, the little Spellcraft palette. I used a lot of shades today. I actually originally thought I'm gonna review this palette using 3 or like creating 3 looks. But since we've used like half of the palette, well, more than half of the palette, I kind of feel like we only need to do another look with this for my review. Anyways, so I used the top 9 pan, except, no wait, I think I used that as well. This 9 pan except this shade called Rune. That one we will keep for tomorrow, and we're gonna use these 6 shades plus this one. But I've used the shade Raven already. So I have Amulet as the main crease shade, and I have Summon to blend it out with. I have Arcane a little bit under the brows and on the lower lash line. I have Raven in the outer corner. I have Familiar in these like cutout pieces. I don't know how they're called. Everybody calls that differently, but these cutout parts. And then I have Tarot in the outer part of my lid, Conjure, this one, on the lid, Elemental in the beginning of the lid, and Hex as the inner corner shade. And I also have this shade called Conjure on my lower lash line. And like these shimmers, they always look so like just, hi, I'm here in the palette, and then you put them on your eyes and it's just like, bam. I don't know what kind of sorcery this is. Something has been sacrificed to make these shimmers. I'm pretty sure about that. As a primer, I have the Wet n Wild Mega Last Primer and the NYX Glitter Primer. I used Vaseline and Q-tips to cut out these parts. You just stick the Q-tip, well, like you lightly gather a little bit of the Vaseline on the Q-tip, and then you're just gonna drag. I have hooded eyes, or like eyelids, so I have to be very strategic and very slow with that to not create any weird shapes. Is it completely even? No, because again, each of the eye is like different type of hooded, so it's confusing and complicated, but I still think it's gorgeous, and I never really care if it's fully symmetrical because my face isn't symmetrical anyways. So yeah, Q-tips. Then I have this Moon water activated liner from Holograve Cosmetics, and this one is called Dawn, and it's kind of like a orangey gold with like pink sheen. And I feel like, I don't know how well you can see it. I will try to film like a close-up macro shot, but you mostly see the pink, and it's just such a nice little detail there. Love this. Then I have, Jesus Christ, I have my Revolution Streamline eyeliner in the shade Purple, because why not? When in Rome. Then the Essence Lash Like a Boss mascara. I've been really enjoying this one in the past couple days. Rimmel Candid Free Concealer in the shade 10 Fair. And then On my lips, because I want to film my monthly haul for November that I still haven't filmed somehow, I decided to use my NYX Professional Makeup Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Free Spirit, just to like line my lips, because I wanted to use a darker lipstick, and whenever I use darker lipsticks I need to use liner to like get the shape right. It doesn't have to be dark liner, like it can be a light one, but I just need to see what I'm supposed to be doing and just like kind of map out the lips first. So I have this Cosmic Beauty lipstick. This one is from the Sinister collection box, the mystery box, and this one is called Nancy. It's this beautiful like berry brown, like you know, kind of like a maroon almost. It's a very interesting shade that I don't think I've ever seen before, and I just really needed to play. So that's this one. And yeah, it's like, I guess maroon, or like it's not brown, it's not berry, it's not mauve, it's not pink, it's not red. It's just something, and it's gorgeous. I love it on me. Like, it's just such a interesting shade. Then to try the Cosmic Beauty blushes from this collection as well, I have these ones are called Blush Butter, and I have the purple one. Let me try to find how it's called, because this collection doesn't have the names on the back. Heroine. I know it's something like that, but I forget. This one is a very like, on me it looks very pink. It's not ideal shade for me because like it's completely against my undertone, but it is such a fun different shade, and I do like to somehow, and I do like to sometimes just like kind of really have fun and I don't really care for making myself look my best and like only using colors that flatter me. I like to have fun, and this one is definitely fun. It's not gonna be my most used blush. This is my second time using it, but I do still really enjoy the effect that it gives. And then, because this is in my Shop My Stash for this month, I have the Oracle Chrome Highlighter Palette by Bella Beauty Bar, and I used the shade Star because it's one of the shades that I haven't used yet. Tomorrow we're gonna use the shade The Magician because I want to try this entire palette. But today it was the Star, and the Star is kind of like a blue-pink shine. On the highlighter it definitely shows more pink because like you have the base there, but there's a bit of blue as well. And am I wearing anything else? And I have my typical brow combo, so the Brow This Way from Rimmel and Got To Be Gel, brow gel, sorry. I love this look. This is just magic. It is spellcraft. It just, all of these shit, like, this will be my favorite purple palette. I like a cool toned palette because, like, do you see this? Do you actually see this? I'm speechless. So okay, so here's the finished final look with the Spellcraft palette by Little Cosmetics. This is how we're looking like. I mean, this is gorgeous. It's actually been multiple hours since I finished it because I've had like technical issues. So I'm just gonna tell you what I'm wearing today. I have the Wet n Wild Mega Last primer, NYX glitter primer as always. Then I have my Woodlands Eye Salmona gel liner in the shade 01. It's this pink pencil. Then I have the Lash Like a Boss mascara from Essence that I had previously, the same concealer. I've used the Holograph Cosmetics Moon Water Activated Liner in the shade Bug Juice. I have the black one and I decided to do like a more stark wing. Then I have this liquid blush from Catrice from the Joker collection, and this is the Joker's Joy. I can't speak. I have this lipstick by Maybelline. It's the ultimate liquid. It's the ultimate lipstick in the shade 699 more buff. I want to use this one up, so I just decided to do like a pink lip. And from the palette, I've started with the shade Rune. It's kind of like the main shade. Then I have the shade Sounds and Cauldron in the outer corner. I've used a bit of the shade Familiar under my brow bone to just like, you know, get a better blend. On my lid, I started with the shade Eldritch in the first third of the lid. Then I have the shade Occult right after that. It's amazing. It's like a gold beige going into purple. And then I have this deep purple in the outer part, and it's the Incantation. It's like a deep purple with like a almost brown shade. I don't know if you will be able to see that. Maybe not. I don't know. And then I have the shade Elemental in the inner corner. This one is so beautiful and so gorgeous. And I forgot to mention, I have the Oracle Chrome Highlighter palette by Bella Beauty Bar, as I've mentioned yesterday that I'm gonna use. And I have the shade Magician, kind of like a blue highlighter. It's very beautiful. Hi guys, so here's the second look with the Polar Express palette. Today I decided to do more like a neutral look, which I don't wear very often, but why not try something new, right? So I started with the shade Hot Cocoa, then I lightened it up in the under the brow bone with the Nougat Candy, something like that. And then the Dark Forest in the outer corner. It's a beautiful chocolatey shade. On my lids, I've started with the shade Polar Express, this blue-purple duochrome multichrome. Then First Gift in the outer part. It's a kind of like army brown, like a little bit of green brown. And then Mr. C in the inner corner. Very beautiful champagne color. So that's what I'm wearing. I decided to use these stars because it's my birthday today, so I don't know, I just wanted to spice this up a bit. I have my Wet n Wild primer, the NYX glitter primer, this Essence Lash Like a Boss mascara, then this Colourpop cream gel liner in the shade Amethyst Hour, I believe that's called. Rimmel Kind and Free concealer in the shade 010 Fair. I have this Menagerie Velvet Liquid Lipstick in the shade Teddy Bear, because I'm gonna film a ranking of my neutral palettes, which is already up by the time you're watching this, so I will link it down below. For my blush, I used the Revolution Fast Base Blush in the shade Peach. This one. And then as a highlighter, I used the Merry Christmas palette by Udden's Eye. And I have to be really careful. I've used the shade Little Star, this one. If you want to see why this palette looks the way it is, the way it does, I will put it in the little card. No, this one. I will put it in the card so that you can watch it. And that's it for this look. Here's kind of like a little bit more of a close-up. I will also film like a proper macro shot. Hi guys, so this is my last look with the Polar Express palette by Nomad Cosmetics. Today I just decided to do this like a gold red look because I still had 3 shades that I haven't used yet with this palette. So I decided to start with the shade Santa's Helper, which is the main shade and it's the wing shape. Then I just kind of blended it out with the shade Nougat Candy in the crease. I have the shade Believe in the outer half of the lid, and then this goldy one called Christmas Carol in the beginning. And I used the shade Mr. C in the inner corner again. And I love this look, like it is really fun. To finish up what I'm wearing, I have the same primer, so the Wet n Wild and the NYX Glitter Primer. I have my Rimmel Kind and Free Concealer. I have the Essence Lash Like a Boss Mascara, the waterproof one. Sorry. I have the Udens Eye Sommage Liner in the shade 11. It's the white one. I just really like white white waterline with like a red or pink looks. Then on my lips, I have this Wet n Wild lip liner, the Color Icon lip liner in the shade Chestnut. It's one of my favorite lip liners. I don't wear lip liner every day. I usually use it like once a week maybe. But today was one of the days. And I've used this lip liner because I wanted to try again a lipstick from Cosmic Beauty. This one is from the Sinister box, like the mystery box. And this one is called Clarice. From the whole box, this one is the one that doesn't really suit me the best because it's very like cool toned beige, kind of like gray beige with a bit of pink. And on its own, for me, it looks very bony. It's like slightly lighter than my lips and very bony and that looking. So with the Chestnut, I feel like it creates a bit more like a rosy lip, which is still not my favorite, but I feel like this way I can at least wear it. Because on its own, this is just so pale and very dead looking. But these ones are the, how are you called? I think it's called Velvet Lipstick. It's a very wonderful formula. Both the lip liner and this is just wonderful formula. It just doesn't, this is the shade for me that I'm gonna have the most struggle with. But I feel like with this lip liner, I can make it work. I would love to try with like a really brown, like deep brown. Because there's something about this that like kind of seems like it could look nice. By the way, this is the first time in my life I've ever tried like darker lip liner and like lighter lipstick and like blending it. I've never been into that. Like I've never really worn lipsticks and I've never really worn lip liners. I have like 4 lip liners. And as I said, like I use them maximum once a week. Then as a blush, again, to just like try it again, Cosmic Beauty, and this one is also from the Sinister box. It's the Blush Butter, and this one is in the shade, I think it's called Dazed. It doesn't says on the back the shade name, but I think this one was called the Dazed. It's a beautiful kind of like rosy mauve shade. And I don't know, like I just wanted something that has like a little bit of like red in there to go with the look, but I didn't want it like a full-on red because I don't like red blushes on me too much. But yeah, this one is very pretty. It's one of those like balmy blushes. I've already used this like 4 times and I'm very happy with this one. As a highlighter, I'm gonna shock you. I have the Merry Christmas palette from Uden's Eye and I've used the shade Little Star again. I think I've used it yesterday as well. And yeah, it's very low on product. I hope in the next like 1 or 2 uses I'm gonna be able to just scrape everything and have another shade finished. That would be wonderful. So with that being said, this is everything for this video. Definitely let me know your opinion down below and I'll be super happy to see you tomorrow with another video. So bye!